balance. Balance is one of those elusive things in life that I think most people strive for, and yet are very difficult. It's very difficult when it comes down to it. Some people can figure it out easily, it seems, and others struggle their entire life. I look back in my career, and I think the way I look at it now is it wasn't really balance. I would call it purposeful imbalance. So I would focus on work or whatever for a period of time, and then go through a cycle of backing off of that, and then kind of having focusing on something else, something more personal. And I think that was a pattern for sure. I started very early with a family. My wife and I actually met each other in college, early in college actually, and we were very irresponsible. And we ended up moving in together, and then I moved out. Actually, there's a whole story behind that. I had a roommate who moved out like right when the rent was due, and he didn't give me any notice, right? And I was dating my wife, who became my wife, and anyway, I ended up moving in with her, and we lived with each other for a while, and then I moved out, and then she ended up getting pregnant after that. So we started out very young, and we were married for 24 years, and no regrets. I mean, we have 3 amazing children, and but it changed my perspective in that I became very provider focused, right? Going from kind of going after career independence, 007 James Bond, to really focused on what I want to do and how can I get there really quick, and am I providing for my family? It was a big motivator for sure. And I think it, going through college, so I was doing college and working full time, and then had a young family that I got off the ground. And the career seemed to come pretty easy. In retrospect, I was really good at that. The balance wasn't so great early on. But I'm happy to say that I've actually learned that in a big way. Done a lot of personal growth, personal development. And I think that's enriched my life tremendously, especially over the last 10 years. So much so that I have aspirations today to actually go on into another career, not abandon or leave what I do today, but basically to enhance what I do. And I want to be a world-class writer, and I want to be a New York Times best-selling author. I did my first book project, co-author project last year, and it actually made a best-selling author, or the book was best-selling in 7 categories on Amazon. So I was pretty happy about that. It was a good step, toward that. So I have this desire to.
What's the title of the book?
It's called Your Dream Machine. True stories of creating abundance, and it's incredible. It's a set of authors that I have had the opportunity to get to know and work with over the last 9 years through a leadership and personal growth program.
Is this the reason why you said yes to this interview? It seems very appropriate.
I think it's part of it. I mean, I think to me the opportunities, I'm very aware of the opportunities that come into my life, and this is just a natural opportunity for me. I mean, this is the opportunity to start, to the next step to expressing some of that wisdom, giving back. In fact, I have this definition of wisdom that I love. It actually It's from a man, his name's Thomas Wilhite. And so I'm fascinated with wisdom and how do we learn, and actually how you pass that on to a new generation, which is very difficult. But his definition is, wisdom is knowing and doing today what you feel good about tomorrow. There's other definitions out there, but I love that definition because I can always think about that. And like, do I know, am I doing and knowing today, right now, what I'm going to feel good about tomorrow? And if I can say yes to that, I can always say tomorrow that I was pretty wise yesterday, right? So it seems to work, but I always screw that up now and then, right? But it's a good mantra for me.